Hey, this is Class Creatives, and in this video we'll discuss how Quentin Tarantino's new edit of Kill Bill The Whole Bloody Affair uses Unreal Engine to produce the long-lost sequence from the original script Yuki's Revenge. We're huge fans of the Kill Bill franchise and how it mixed anime with over-the-top live-action fight sequences. We've been waiting for decades for the full version to be edited together, uncut, with the legendary extended anime sequences from Production IG. We thought it'd be fun to look into the shots that were cut from the original edits, and some of the insights into the new animated short that was featured in Epic Games' Fortnite, and a few other fun details around the franchise.
The Japanese version, we kept it in color. I can show that in Japan and they will see it for what it is, color red. Already people talked about the blood in Kill Bill all the time. If I had kept it all in color, then that's all anyone would have talked about. Oh, it's so bloody, it's so bloody, it's so bloody. They still talked about that a lot anyway.
Give me your other arm! Don't be!
The exception of Italy, in Europe and America, it's like, it's something they just can't, they wouldn't be able to see the movie. And then the cool part about it is, I kind of get to have my cake and eat it too, because the black and white looks really cool.
It has been confirmed by Tarantino himself that the anime animation action sequence was inspired by 2001 Hindi Tamil film, directed by Kamal Hassan. When Tarantino was asked about the inspiration, he stated, "There is only one Indian serial killer film, which was made before Kill Bill, where violence was animated, and that was Abe." When the animation sequence was created for Indian cinema, it was seen as, quote, self-indulgent and odd by a lot of people. But after the film was endorsed by Quentin himself for its brilliance, the film's director was assured that his creative risks were warranted. According to the Production IG website, Tarantino personally asked them to produce the animated sequence, as he was a huge fan of Ghost in the Shell and Blood the Last Vampire. In the international version of the film, the anime sequence is slightly longer with more gore.
Why the need for so much gruesome, graphic violence? Why not let us imagine
Because
a little
it's so
of it?
much fun, Jan. Get
Really?
it?
Oh, really? Oh.
I originally, back when Kill Bill was going to be one movie, I wrote an even longer anime sequence. So you see, so you see in the movie, you see her kill Abbas Masamoto, but then there was that long hair guy. Yeah. Well, the big sequence was her fight with that guy, and Production IG who did it.
Now we have definitive proof that Bill and Ricky are not one and the same. This means Bill did not kill O-Ren's father before later recruiting her into his gang, and that O-Ren really did get to complete her revenge, at least in the Whole Bloody Affair version of her story.
これを作った会社にぜひですね、自分のキルビルのアニメーションシーケンスを作ってほしいということで直接来ちゃったんですね。まあ直接来ちゃった。呼んでもないのに来ちゃったんで、でまあ呼んでもないのに来ちゃったんですね。でもみんなは本物だとは分からなくて、ただ単なオタクが来たんで、まあ鬱陶しいなってね。もうなんで仕事邪魔すんだよみたいなね。まあそんな最初のまさか本物だとは思わなかったっていうのがこちらの最初の出会いですね。
Production IG said, look, we can't do that and finish that in time for your thing, and you can't have a 30-minute piece in your movie. I go, oh, okay.
Hi!
In the original script, Gogo had a younger sister named Yuki, and they were known as the Yubari sisters. You might remember the scene at the bar with the conversation about Ferraris and other fun activities. Well, in the original script, that scene is Yuki taking the news badly about her sister Gogo's death by the bride. And in the script, there is an entire chapter titled Yuki's Revenge, where she battles the bride and blows up her pussy wagon.
Bingo!
And until now, we only dreamed of what that scene would look like, after nearly 2 decades since the film was released.
Bingo!
As the actress who was to play Yuki, Ko Shibasaki, was not able to sign on to the filming due to other project obligations.
Only reason I didn't do it is because we couldn't do it. It was just too crazy. It was just too much action.
And when he was approached by the Fortnite team requesting an 8 to 12 minute long sequence that would be good for them, he dusted off the Yuki's Revenge draft, sent it over to Fortnite, and they said, let's do this. And here we are today with the cinematic sequence. Tarantino worked directly with the third floor's mocap stage. allowing him to see instant real-time rendering of the actors such as Uma Thurman herself, reprising her iconic character for the animated short, where she also acted out her scenes with motion and face capture for the animated short sequence. Tarantino provides the voice for Bill in the animated short. Is it your dream to someday make your own indie cinematics like Yuki's Revenge and Unreal Engine? Several of our instructors actually work for top game studios like Epic Games, and you can learn from them in our courses covering everything from animation and rigging to environment and game design, along with character creation. We'll have some links in the description if you're interested in taking your art in a new direction with us. The short opted for a middle ground between the Fortnite art style and a lower frame rate with shallow depth of field, so that it emulates a cinematic look inspired by Sony's Spider-Verse franchise. Although in this case, utilizing motion capture instead of full keyframe animation, which might have been a better choice for the animated short to give more over-the-top stylization. However, our assumption is that most likely due to production schedules and budget limitations, mocap was chosen for the collab. For the weapons, Epic Games utilized a new muzzle report hardware developed for the shoot to give real-time feedback to the stage actors. The short is pretty much exactly as it appears in the original script, including the reference to the blues, which was a drug of Bill's own concoction that gives the user energy. However, in the script, it's lines of baby blue powder that is snorted. Unfortunately, since Fortnite doesn't depict blood, neither does Yuki's Revenge, and also there is a distinct lack of profanity that seems very un-Tarantino-like.
What are you trying to convince me of exactly? That you're as useless as an asshole right here?
Cool. Very good.
The full uncut battle between the Bride and the Crazy 88 was originally only available in full color for the Japan release. Well, that about wraps up this video for Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill The Whole Bloody Affair and the history of the animated sequences and international uncut versions of the film, and how everything came full circle to us finally being able to see the two films together uncut with this unexpected Fortnite collaboration for the lost chapter of Gogo's sister Yuki. So what do you think about Yuki's Revenge being added to the legacy of Kill Bill? Do you think it's the perfect way for Quentin Tarantino to implement the lost sequence to the film? Or do you think it was a clever, quick cash grab angle to promote the movie to younger audiences? And are you using Unreal Engine to create your own animated cinematics? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Perfect.
I'm having a great time making a terrific movie that people are having fun seeing. Maybe not you, but you know what, Jan? I don't think I made it for you.
I bet you didn't, and I'm glad you didn't. I'm just sorry.
Well, don't worry about that, baby.
We'll move on. You're doing great. What do you care about me? All right, Quentin. Well, look, it's your...